What's up guys? Today we're going to be going over a guided run. Today we're going to be going over Under the Surphaze, which I know a lot of people struggle with. So I figured I'd make this guided run for this map. First off, I'd recommend everybody to be purchasing a zipline bag, which only costs you $10,000 and it makes pretty much most heists a lot easier, especially this one. If you don't have the zipline bag, you'll kind of have to run across a bunch of civilians while carrying bags, and oftentimes you'll end up getting caught that way. But with the zipline bag, you pretty much skip that altogether. So I usually climb up and go in and immediately look for the security room, just like I did. Get rid of the cameras and of course grab a QR code, which we'll be needing a lot of in this map. We'll be requiring something like 5 or 6 different QRs, so the more we get, the merrier. Usually the way I like to do this is I pretty much open all the necessary rooms, which usually are E1, E3, E4, E5, and E7. Usually these are the rooms that have the objectives. So most of the times what I like to do is as soon as I get a QR code, I just start opening up these rooms and going over the little trap mini game, because I rather get that over with early on in the round, because if I do this later on and then I get caught by the lasers, that makes me so frustrated. So the first thing I try to do is to get as many QR codes as I can and open up all the rooms and go over all of the trap mini games and make sure I complete that. After a few playthroughs, you kind of get used to all these mini games, the trap, all the different types of traps, and you can pretty much one-shot them. I never get caught by them anymore. And this guy almost caught me, but we would have to get rid of him anyway, so we'll throw him in here. He's the manager, which by the way, in the manager room, you'll be finding the safe behind his desk. So first I got his phone here, interacted with the monitor, and this right here is his safe. It's hidden, but this is where the SSD is hidden. A lot of people don't know that. The first time they play, you know, they get pretty lost and they don't know where to look, but yeah, you'll find this in the employee manager's room. We crack open the safe, get a little bit of loose money as well as the SSD, and we trigger the objective here with the monitor, even though I don't think it's necessary at all. I just like to see the runes. It's E3, E5, E4, and E7, and then of course there is the first mission that is always on, or rather first objective that is always on E1. Usually as soon as I start, like I said, I go for the second floor right away. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is, since I saw this monitor, I'm gonna go ahead and interact with it. This monitor is a objective that we would have to do later on in the run, that requires us to do this objective so that we can loot all the artwork. So I just figured, since I'm kind of next to it, I'll just go ahead and activate it. And as well, of course, continue with these rooms, do another little mini game. This one is for E7, and upon completing this one, we'll have both E4, if I'm not mistaken, and E7 done. And if I'm not mistaken, that's both of the Uma paintings. So now I just gotta unlock E1, E3, and E5 after this mini game, and that is done. I'll do a little bit of the security bars minigame here to make my life a little bit easier, and I don't have to do this later on. I can just get rid of it right now. Continue checking these side rooms. This is where I spawned, so that was already looked at. Almost got caught by that guy. You shouldn't see me. Oh, oh, oh. What? I was way behind him. I don't know how he caught me. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and kill him, since we had one radio left anyways. And the good news is the upper level will now be a lot easier with one less security. The bad news is downstairs I won't be able to kill one of the guards. So downstairs will be flooded with security guards. But thankfully downstairs we only have to loot room E1 and E3. Whereas upstairs we have to loot E5, E4, and E7, so there's more rooms for us to loot. So I'll go ahead and here and get rid of E5. A little bit of this minigame since there's no security guards nearby. As far as utilities go, I am running here the motion sensor, but the micro cam goes really well with this map. Alright, so for this one, I'll wait for it to pass, and what I'll do is I'll just do this little path which gets me there every time. Here, kind of strafe left and forward. Boom, turn that off. Hello, buddy.
Guard.
The security guard, he just kind of moves forward when he repositions, so I gotta make sure when he moves position that I kind of just run past him. Right here. Here we go. Oh, that got scary.
There's a guard.
So in this map, what you should abuse a lot are these fire escape stairways, as well as the stairways in the center of the map. Guards never really rotate from those, so those are pretty much always clear, especially the escape ones. The ones in the center, the lead guards sometimes may come up depending how far you are into the mission. Speaking about that, what I personally like to do is I like to grab all artwork before I even start bringing the artwork to the van. I like to grab them all, stack them up together, and then take them to the van. Because I feel like if you get, for example, the E1 artwork and then you go to the van, deliver it, to then come back to continue doing your missions, I feel like the further you go into the objectives, the more erratic the guards move around the map. So it gets a lot more risky. I feel like the lead guard starts moving around quite erratically around the map when you start progressing into the objectives. So what I just like to do is group up all of the objectives, all of the artwork, and just deliver them all at once, so I don't have to deal with their erratic movement, and rather just keep them, you know, like this, where I can predict all of their movements. Use these little boards here to as a little bit of cover so they don't catch you. This without the cameras is 100 times easier. A lot of people try to do this unmasked the entire way, but it's just not worth it. Unless you're doing it for like lore reasons, you really want to just be a pacifist and just want to steal and not kill anybody. I get it, but yeah, it's dramatically easier if you get rid of the cameras. There's the lead guard. What I want to do is I actually want to get close to him because I want to stick a motion sensor up his ass. Because if you didn't know, you can stick the motion sensor onto a lead guard and it will constantly keep track. Oh my god, that was close. It will constantly keep track of his movements. Well, I want to go ahead and do that. Conveniently, this monitor is right here as well, so I'll activate it. And I'll slowly progress with these missions. I lost track of the lead guard. Not sure where he went. But this guy's gonna tuck into the corner here and he will see me. So what I'll go ahead and do is just hack his radio so he's a bit busy, so that I can finish off his circle before he gets into position. Move on to the next circle. These objectives are quite boring, man. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a fan of these objectives at all. Alright, so we're right next to E3, so we'll go ahead and do that. And this should be the last trapped room. So we'll go over here on the left side on the couch, jump over here, carefully go around, and sprint jump to the next couch. And that's a wrap. And we are done with all of the trap rooms. Traps will not be an issue anymore. Move past this guy.
There's a guard.
I like to leave doors open so I don't get caught with my pants down. Guess I just need to run in there. So I'll go ahead and get this one. Also, there's always a cell phone here in this bar, and I need one more cell phone, which is right there by the, not that, right there on the right side. The little balcony right here. And this is the last cell phone I need. I need the cell phone just to open up E1. And we're done with all the cell phones, and we're done with the trap rooms. So we've made quite a decent amount of progress. We've finished off the security bars upstairs, and now we just gotta finish off with the security bars downstairs. I'm getting a little bit impatient here. These are risky moves, but I tend to get quite a bit impatient in stealth missions, which is usually my downfall. There's the lead guard, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick his motion sensor up his ass. He should be going onto the vent here. And boop! There he goes. Now he is tracked 24/7. I don't want him to see me like that other guy saw me earlier, so I'm just gonna hack his radio. That buys us about, if I'm not mistaken, it's 5 seconds. It'd be long enough for this circle. Oh, maybe it isn't. We're good.
Watch the guard.
Got one more circle left, I believe. Waiting for this lead guard to move because I'm not sure if he's gonna move left or right here. I'm just gonna make a run for it. He's just kind of standing there. Alright, I'm gonna try to get this circle in since I'm right next to E1. Okay, that guy's gonna get in an awkward position. So I gotta get out of there. I'm gonna get behind this guy right here. There's a circle here. Usually this guard right here that I just marked goes around in circles around this platform here on my left side. Kind of goes around in circles. Some games he goes, oh my god, some games he does a circle like going to the right. Sometimes he does it by going to the left. Right now he's going to the left. He's like counterclockwise. We're going counterclockwise right now. Open this in case I need to run out with the E1 here. And that's it. Grab the E1 painting. Oh, this is not it actually. Alright, 2 security guards getting in position near me. This is where the motion sensor comes in. As you can see, the guy is like, we have a permanent wall hack on the lead guard, which is amazing. Alright, let's see. Alright, he's gonna play with the vent, and there's a guy here on the left side right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait for one of these to reposition, or rather the guy on the left side to reposition. He's on the move. And I'll just go around the long way. You know what? I may not. Oh, there's 3 guys here, but
There's a guard.
I should be able to do this. Let me just hack his radio to make sure. So by the way, when you hack somebody's radio, he completely ignores like almost everything for like 5 straight seconds. You can literally walk in front of him, not even crouched, and he will completely ignore you if you've hacked his radio. So here's what I'll do. Like I said earlier, I will accumulate all the artwork here in this room, which is the security room. Nobody goes in there, so I'm just gonna accumulate all the artwork in there before I start delivering them, so that the guards don't start getting erratic with their movement. What I'm gonna do here is I'm going to go grab E3 first downstairs. That way I can completely finish off downstairs and just worry about upstairs. Downstairs has a lot more guards, so if I'm able to pull this off, it should get a lot easier. Because we got what, like 4 different guards downstairs. Upstairs we only got like 2. 3, I'm not sure. I think 3. But it is easier to maneuver around upstairs anyways, in my opinion. I'm gonna wait this out. Oh, I was gonna hack his radio and just go in front of him, but okay, I'm glad he moved. All right, now we got to look for the Vicario paintings. So they're usually stained here. As you can see, the painting has a stain on it. Kind of like a jizz stain right there. Look at the other one. Look how it looks. That one had a big stain. This one, for example, doesn't, as you can see. So you just got to loot the ones that have a stain in the middle of them. And that's one of them. So we need to get 2 Vicario paintings. And I know that the Vicario rooms are E3 and E5. So I got E1 and I got E3. Okay, so downstairs is completely done. Okay, I'm gonna hack this guy's radio and just gonna go in front of him. Got E3 and E1. Oh my god. Right, that was scary. Now I just need E5, E4, and E7. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish off Vicario first, which, like I said, it's E3 and E5. And I did E3, so I'm gonna go ahead across to E5 here. Off the Vicario missions. Artwork stealing thingy. Get a bit safe here. Let me just double check. It is E3 and E5, isn't it? E5, yeah, okay. Just making sure it is E3, E5. E5 is right here. Now we get the last Vicario painting. Look for the one that's stained. This one is stained. And that is both of the Vicario paintings I need. Now after this, I can start going for the Uma paintings. So these are the 3 objectives, the 3 things you need to steal pretty much. It's the Vicario paintings, the Uma paintings, and the E1 painting, which I forgot the name. You just got to figure out what the rooms are for the Uma, the Vicario, and then you got to loot those 4 rooms pretty much. Oh, you got to loot those 4 rooms as well as E1, and that is your entire objective for this map. And you just gotta be patient and just kind of circle around the map and just kind of do it slowly. Sadly, this map takes a long time, mostly because of those stay in this radius security bar thing. It's kind of annoying, but it's what we got. Alright, so we gotta do now E4 and E7, which are right next to me, but for me to complete them, we need a tool. I believe it's called the spectrometer. I don't know. I forgot what it's called right now. But we need, oh boy, we need this tool so that we can figure out which Uma painting is the authentic. Okay, so here, check this out. Oh, actually, you know what? That employee's coming this way. That would have been bad. I was just gonna cross right in front of him. That would have been bad.
It's a card.
The next part of the mission, like I said, we gotta get this tool and we gotta find out which one of the Uma paintings is the real one. And to find this out, we gotta get, okay, it's right here in the server room. Get the spectrophotometer. And now we bring it all the way to E4 and E7 to figure out which one has the real painting.
Guard over there.
Okay, how am I gonna cross this? What? I'm just gonna play this safe. I'm gonna let him walk past. Now I make my way to E4 and E7. Thankfully, E4 and E7 are both towards the exit. So this should make my escape a lot easier. I'm gonna go here safely on this door. And let's find out if E4 has the real Uma painting or not. We gotta lockpick this. Open the display case. And drop in the spectrophotometer. Oops. Now we just wait this out. If this one is not the real one, then we gotta go to E7 and do the very same thing. Find out. Okay, this one is the authentic one. I'm not sure if I want to go ahead and take the E7 one as well, just for the extra money. I'm not even sure if it gives extra money. You know what? Nah, screw it. I'll just leave the spectrophotometer right here. I'll just go grab the real Uma painting. I'm not going for a money run anyways. I'm just going for a overkill completion to show you guys. Alright, so what I'm going to start doing now that I got all the artwork here accumulated, I will start delivering now. I don't want to get caught while I'm hopping out. So let me put a motion sensor. I guess here it's fine. Just so I can keep track of the guards as I'm making my way out. And this is where the zipline comes in. I mean, look at this. I just fly above everybody and nobody sees me. Whereas if I didn't have this, I would just have to run across all the civilians or kind of stealth around them. And I can also zipline back. This basically makes the delivery completely safe. It's a lot easier. All right, I messed that up, but I guess I'll just cut it. And that guy almost saw me. All right, let me go in fast before he gets here. I'll pick up a random bag. It doesn't really matter. But to play it safe, we will go ahead and wait this out. Lockpick this just to keep my rush buff up. And wait him out. Here he comes. Right at the end, so there's no reason for us to play aggressive at all, do any stupid mistakes. And closer here, I should be able to just vault out without him seeing me though. Good. Let me zip line down again. Time to deliver this random artwork. I have no clue which one this is. And now we pretty much just do this for all of the bags. And it's a wrap. Make sure he's not looking out the window here. One time I was playing this map. And the security guard was just like looking out the window as I ziplined back. And he saw me trying to climb back into the window. And that was not fun. Pissed me off quite a bit. Right, I believe I only got 2 more bags. That was the E1 one. So as you can see, the objective progressed. And they start moving a bit different. As you can see there, you see where the lead guard is? He's in the upper level now. And that's because I've been delivering artwork to the van. So the AI starts to move a little bit differently as you progress through your objectives, which is why I like to accumulate all the artwork, so their movement's a little bit more predictable. And that is it for this map. You can always just kind of escape, or you can just run back and grab some more. Oh, I guess that ended anyways. But yeah, you could just run back and grab some more. It's really up to you. But I would recommend delivering those first before you run back. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.